Alright, so we are almost ready for our next run with BPG13, but because it's been a long while, again, we will be running a quick Twitch ad, but stick around because in less than 30 seconds we're going to be back and we're going to be running Driver 2. Alright, it looks like we are ready. So now BPG13 will take it away with our first run of Sunday morning, which is Driver 2. I can't see the category because the chat's too big.
Any percent.
It's Driver 2, any percent. Good luck, my friend. I hope the wake up wasn't too rude.
No.
And let's go.
Right, okay. Is that over to me, yeah? Okie dokie. Right, so. Hello, morning everybody. Or, I think it'll be, yeah, would it be morning even if you're in the US, probably? Well, it'll be evening, I would imagine. Alright. But yeah, hello to everyone wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Driver 2. And, yeah, so already on the countdown, yeah? Okie doke. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is any percent, or you can call it complete the game. It works similar to how London Racer 2 worked yesterday. There really isn't a actual category for it. You can't really 100% this game because it never has a counter. So we just use any percent as just the main basis for this game. So Driver 2 is split into 4 cities: Chicago, Havana, Vegas, and Rio. And in Chicago, most of the missions are quite easy. Havana, it gets a bit difficult. Then we have to do a disc swap, because this game actually had 2 discs. It's that big. So we're going to be doing like taking 5-10 seconds to do that, and then we get to do the other 2 cities. Also, I have no idea what just happened. Oh, there you go. Sound disappeared for a second. You messing with something? Sound went off. Ah. I've got it on through here. It's coming through here. Has it got a picture? Oh, thank God. Phew. Okay, so whilst Tech is sorting out the technical problems that we've got, so allow me to just explain. So in Driver 2 you play as John Tanner, who is one of the main characters in the entire Driver franchise. And this being the second game, which I believe released in 2000 or 1999, basically he's been sent out again by his police force to go undercover, and because of this he's going through like a crime ring that he's heard that's been run by some guy called Vasquez. We don't find out who this Vasquez is until like more or less near the end of the game, but for the most part we're chasing up a lead called Pink Lenny, or as I usually call him, like Fat Pink Lenny, because he's a chubby bugger. But the main idea of the game, you're mainly chasing him. It's a bit odd because the game's about another character, yet it focuses on another character. It's really weird. So originally, I think the game was supposed to originally be intended that the plot's all about Vasquez and find out what his major plan is and stopping him. But yet, for some odd reason, as we just get into the car and finish the mission. But for some odd reason, which I still don't understand why, but you have like a load of different things that happen within the game, and the main thing the game ends up going with is Pink Lenny. So what happens with Pink Lenny, you never find out much until, like I said, towards near the end of the game. But for the most part, you could just say you're chasing Pink Lenny, who's a witness for a murder of somebody. It's a bit odd, really. It's quite odd. So this mission is basically you're chasing this witness, and the thing is with chasing this witness is that his AI's driving is not very good sometimes. So for example, he might end up going a different route. Usually goes the same route all the time. There's always the off chance that he could go a completely different route. There's also a chance that you can like maybe smash him up, but it's not that bad. Let's see. So one of the main things as well to point about Driver is the gameplay mechanics are a lot more different to the first game. So the cars tend to handle, I'd say, a little bit better and are more grippy. The damage model is a bit more light. So for example, on Driver 1 you could just rub against the car and your damage bar just goes to the max. Whereas with this game you barely don't have to do anything like that. You can whack into a car slightly and it'll just take a tiny bit of damage. So it's actually when you properly ram a car, that's when you get the damage done to your car. So as you can see, the guy's stopped his car. He's going to run up and get on the subway train. And we've got another chase mission. This time it's following a train. So it's like, yeah, so we've gone from following in a car to following him in a train. Which is... now, as I carry on, I probably will do a save during this run, just so that if the game does crash, because apparently it's known to crash at some point or another on the PS1. I've never had it happen in a run before, actually once, but that was Vegas, near the end of Vegas, so I will save when I've done some hard missions possibly. I'll probably try and save once, it might be twice, depending on the missions. But yeah, so we're going to have a lot of fun. The thing is, the game starts off, I'd say, relatively easy. However, the game gets a lot more difficult, obviously, as you progress. With, I'd say, Rio having, as the frame rate goes, awful there. As the game progresses, so it's like the game gets harder, and Chicago, for the most part, is relatively easy. It's quite straightforward. Havana has a couple of missions in it. I think it's stop the truck and hijack the truck, which are awful. You have to chase the truck on both missions. One's got bombs in the back of it, one of them's just a standard ammunition truck, so you don't have to worry too much. I also want to try not to, whilst on the subject, I want to try not to get ahead of this train too much, because if I do that, then unfortunately it goes, you got too far away, you need to slow down. So if I end up slowing down a bit, then that's why. You might notice as well that I keep doing this looking to my right. So one thing somebody found out is it was a trick that was used in the original Driver game, but if you look off screen, the frame rate actually goes at the normal frame rate because it's loading less on screen. Like at the moment that's running at maybe 20, if I look to my right it's running about 25. So it's like them extra few frames kind of make the difference. Again, I want to keep an eye on the guy behind, just making sure I don't lose him. I have to admit, one camera view I'm not so keen on this game is this camera view, but it comes in so handy, especially for this mission anyway. So there'll be a couple of different routes that I'll be taking, and like I said, I'll be playing the game just normally how you would. The police difficulty has been set on easy for the easiest chance to finish the game. If that was on medium or hard, I'd be stuffed. Mainly because of the fact that the AI just never gives up on hard, I think, and it's a rare occurrence when they do. I actually know somebody who said they were thinking they ran this game because some guy who's also in the driver speedrunning community, and he ran the game not that long ago, and I remember him saying, you know what, I'm just going to do like a casual playthrough. So if I go that way, also it works on foot as well, you can use the same frame rate thing on foot. There we go. Nice. So with this, like I said, with Driver 2, what had happened was this guy anyway. I usually play the game with easy cop difficulty. He played it on hard, and it took him nearly 5.5 hours to finish the game. Whereas if you play it on easy, you've probably got a chance of getting it under 3. And if you speedrun it, it's probably going to go a bit quicker. So the thing is with this game though is that there has been like little strats here and there found out, and unsurprisingly, if you believe this, we've basically got one of the missions that's in this game actually, like I said, we'll get onto it shortly after, is, I think it's one of them, I think it's hijack the truck or chase the truck, but you'll see how difficult that is, so it's kind of like vital we get it first try, otherwise the cycle messes up. If it doesn't, then I suppose we can just keep restarting until we do. Thing is, the only problem is that you've got with the truck missions, they're very difficult. They are very, very difficult. Just to explain the current mission that we're on at the moment, I think this is Follow the Witness, or Follow the Brazilian or something, but basically the guy in the red car with the red arrow pointing in front, this is the guy we want to follow, and the optimized following range is, if you look on the top left where the proximity bar is, we want to try and line the black bar up with like the middle of the O, because that's seen as like an ideal distance. So there'll be times like this where I'll be stuck in traffic, we've literally just got to wait like everybody else. Can't do anything, meanwhile. Yeah. Oh. Occasionally you'll get the hurry up from other drivers, but it's fine. So I'm going to quickly try and get around here. There we go. Nice. The next mission's a bit RNG based, it's a bit, yeah, luck based with what you get with the police. But if I've not mentioned already, the police in this game, or any enemy that chases you, is a nightmare. It usually is any driver game. Luckily they patched it, I'd say, this issue, or they fixed it so it wasn't OP. But I have to admit, the games I struggle with the most in the series are the first and the second game. The third game coming a bit close, just because of the fact that I think I die a lot on that one. But on this one, it's just the police and everything that chases you. As you'll see what I mean in a second with the next mission. So, current PB time for this game is a 2:23 by myself. However, that run can actually be about, should we say, 5-10 minutes faster. Just because of the fact that if you run the North American version of the game, it gives you that extra 5 frames and for some reason makes the game quicker as a whole. So like the best time I could manage on the European version for complete Chicago, which is the first city in the game, was like 24 minutes something. But if I played it on the PS2 Slim or North American version, that time would come down significantly. So the North American version, I believe, which is where the current world record time is I think at like 22 minutes. 42 or something like that. So yeah. Also, this is Escape to the Safe House. This is the one with a bit of RNG, shall we say? So yeah, this is gonna be nice and fun. So basically, the idea of this is we basically follow that Brazilian to see what sort of shipments are coming in. Turns out there's like illegal documents and stuff like that. Also, I forgot this game has rumble features. Okay, so when I say about the police being very OP, they like to get in your way like that, very fast. I might just for the sake of things. Yeah, so they like doing this, they like pushing you. There we go, out of the way. See, this is how bad the frame rate gets. There's that much stuff going on screen at once. That actually happens, so the game slows down that much due to like just so much stuff going on. Also, just to make this run a bit easier for myself, which I'm gonna do, I don't actually care I'm losing time for this, but it actually helps. So I'm gonna get out of I call this a dirty car and into a clean car. So what I mean by that is, a dirty car for me is not something that's not had a wash for ages. Actually, it's a car that has not, it's got loads of felony and is a car you want to avoid at all costs. Oh god, please don't flip. No, I didn't flip. Okay, cool. That's good. So you can see how bad the frame rate is right now. That's actually genuinely, it's not the hardware. Because the reason is, as Mike mentioned before, that some games do play better on old consoles, but for some weird reason, I think this is one of those games where it plays, should we say, average, but it plays a bit better if it was on a slim. This is also being run with fast disk speed as well, just so that we can have quicker load times between missions, which is one thing an emulator doesn't do, thankfully. So we have a bit of a speed advantage with us on this behalf. Also, I believe most of the missions that I did on my PB attempt, I got first try. And if I can match anything like my PB, then this run could go like way under estimate. So that'd be nice. Ideally, I'd like to get under 230 if possible. It doesn't matter if it's like a 229 or something. But if not, I'll go for anything under 240. Worst resort, 245. But yeah, so I don't suppose we have any questions, do we, from anybody, chat, or anyone here right now? Maybe. Forgot. The host forgets he has a thing to do. Okay. Okay, who said that? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Driver 3, in my eyes, I'm not bringing anybody down or not acknowledging anyone. That's everyone. That's fine. Driver 3 for me, I love the game still. I play it a lot at home. But the thing is, I was in the way. Basically, with Driver 3, like I said, I played it a lot when I was a kid. And the one thing I did, like I said, I loved it. I never had any problems with it until I realised how bad the physics were and how bad some of the missions are. I can never see myself ever speedrunning that game, just because of the fact that like there's one strat. I think one of the missions that you have to do. Also, I'm glad I got it first try. So one of the things that you have to do for Driver 3 comes right near the end of, I think it's Miami, one of the first cities in the game, and you have to kill a guy called Gator. And the fastest way to kill him is you basically kill all the guys, but then after a certain point you literally just run through the warehouse, getting shot. And the idea is you want to jump on the back of his boat before he leaves, so then that way you can literally just kill him straight away. It takes like 3 shots per shotgun, he's dead. But if you get the long strat, you have to follow him to the island and kill him there, and so on and so on. So it's not nice. Also, this is Chase the Intruder. So the guy in the blue car who you just saw, that is Jericho, and this is not the first or the last time we'll see him. Also, he's going a different route today. How lovely. So, on the PS1, I found out he can take any sort of route. It doesn't matter what. I'm saying PS1 like there's a different version, but there isn't. So there's like several different routes that you can take. This one I've never done before, so I've got to keep an eye on where he goes. Presume he's going to turn left. Yes. No, he's not, because that guy got in the way. Okay. The reason why, like, usually he takes a set route, so like 1 of 2 different routes as far as I'm aware, but there are other routes he can do, and this is one of those. So we might be losing time to him on this one, but if I stick with him, it's no problem. There's also like a nice little trick we can do later on towards the end of this mission, which I will try and show off if possible. I doubt I can show it off just yet, because the idea is what we're going to do is right near the end of this mission is we're actually going to jump ahead of Jericho. So what I mean by jumping ahead, we need to make sure it doesn't take us out as well. Basically, we're going to try and get ahead of him if we can, for whatever reason, if we can do that. He's taking me a nice easy way. So this is actually convenient that he's taking me down this road, because I think, or not actually, forget I said that, I retract that statement instantly. Okay, I don't know where he's going or what his plan is here, but his work is working like a charm. Oh my god. Right, I think we should still be able to get ahead of his AI here, hopefully. Right, Right, yeah, we should be able to get ahead of him here. So he'll turn right after this junction, so he goes across the other side here. He'll turn right into that warehouse. While he's doing that, we can basically go down here, hopefully beat him to here. Yeah. And then this warehouse right on the side, if you go to the corner, that activates the trigger, which basically allows you, rather than to drive around the warehouse, if you drive to the corner of the warehouse, it activates the trigger for the cutscene. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do from here apart from wait till the cutscene finishes. So this is basically showing how Jericho ends up getting caught, should we say, by Tanner. He just stops in the parking lot. There's like a little lot thing here in the warehouse, and Tanner follows him in. And oh no, he's blocked off by a van. I will explain what happens during the cutscene because we're not going to be watching any of the cutscenes in this game. So, during this cutscene, basically you meet one of the main characters in the game for Driver 2, which is Solomon Kane. It turns out him and Vasquez are having a bit of a thing. They're having like a war between each other, and you're basically getting stuck in the middle of it, as you find out later in the game. But in that one, Jericho's got a shotgun point at the back of your head. You whack him in the face with your elbow, and escape, only to lock yourself in the compound. And you're like, oh dear, what should we do? No matter, here we go. This is how you get out of the compound. Fun fact, this mission actually killed me as a kid. I literally could never pass this mission, because I could never finish it. I always got stuck in the compound running in circles. So the one reason I'm doing that there is because the AI, funnily enough, you can get out quicker if you just push through them that way, which is rather funny actually. There is one different part of the route, I believe, which we can do. If I'm lucky, if I remember where it is. So the vans that are all around you were mainly blocked off by big trucks. It's the vans that worry me though, if I'm honest. So I think there's a gap to fit through there. The best thing is that AI are daft because they're supposed to block you off, but yet they always just leave gaps for an unknown reason. Okay, so the most tense moment of this mission. Introducing Super Van. The van that can keep up with you doing 100 miles an hour. So he won't be doing much because the fact it's on easy. If this was medium or hard, he'd be ramming me to hell. Yeah, so we should be okay, I think, for the time being. I'm going to quickly cross over. There we go. The reason why I'm crossed over so I'm on this side is because I'm going to be swinging the car in on the corner. Hopefully we get this. Yeah, we got that, it's cool. It's a bit nerve-wracking, this mission, I have to admit. I still like worry now. I'm like, oh my god, he's going to catch me. He's in a big van. It's like, go away, I don't want to buy any candy. Go away. Anyway. So yeah, he's, like I said, they put this weird, should we say this weird speed hack on some cars? The police mainly, but in this case, a van. If that thing rams you, you're in trouble. Also, can I get the strat? Yes, I can. Strat being you just glitch through the wall. Originally, that gap is not supposed to do that, but yeah, we managed to get that, so I'm pretty happy with that. It's cool. And we've got just a little over a minute left in time. That's nice. There's also a fun little thing you can do here, which if I can get it, this will be nice if I can get it. Yeah, I got it. Get out your car. You've got like a split few frames to get get out the car thing. It works quite well. So funnily enough, what we're coming up to here is the last mission in Chicago, which is I think it's what is it? Escape Chicago, I think. Can't remember the name of it now.
I stared at the nest of Brazilians, Tanner.
Leaving Chicago, that's it.
Time to clear out. Wait for the train.
I don't suppose we've got any more questions or facts, opinions, anything like that, have we? Anything like that, the sort of call? Yeah. Everyone's just watching and waiting in anticipation.
Sadly, we don't have any questions just yet, but one way we could fill this dead time is maybe with a couple or maybe 3 donations towards Young Minds.
Go for
Who
it.
knows?
thought there was. We get our hopes up then. Damn it, Paul. Okay, right. So basically on this mission, we've basically got to get to the. Apologize, I'm saying basically all the time. We've got to get to the train station so we can get the train out of Chicago. And like I said, because the next city is Havana, in case you didn't know, it's Havana, which is located in Cuba. So we're going to be going over to Cuba next, in Havana, and following the last all them missions in that city, we will be going over to the States, where we'll be going to Las Vegas and finally Rio. Rio having, I'd say, some of the hardest missions in the game, possibly. I know Vegas has a few hard ones, but I think as soon as we get Havana out the way and we get to Vegas, it's like it won't be too bad. Nice change of scenery for me. Also, the frame rate's not doing too bad right now. This is going quite nice, actually. Famous last words. This is going quite well. Rex the running for a second. Oh, that was it, yeah. Somebody was, I think it was Zoton that sent me a link. Basically, there was a guy who had tried running this game, or had run this game, and he got that peed off with it. He recorded himself smashing the game to pieces. Literally bent the disc in half, snap. He said it drives you up the wall, it's that bad of a game. I'm like, it is, but then there's also the case of getting good. But I'm like, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to be the one that tells him that. Just for the sake of, I don't want my head being ripped off, thank you very much. So, the reason for why we take the certain routes that we do in this mission. So originally I turn right at the junction. Actually no, sorry, you follow the road right to the end, and when you get right to the end, you literally just follow it and keep going and going and going. But unfortunately, I found out that takes you like I think that's 2 streets along, which sucks because we ideally want the fastest route. So with this one, we're basically going as quick as we can to, you know, get to the end, and this apparently is the quickest route. I didn't find this, I think somebody else did. I can't remember how, but yeah, just the route that was found. So we're coming up to the end now, and there'll be a little cutscene that'll play, but I'll just let it play, it'll speak for itself. Okay, so we now get another little mini cutscene, and basically all it is just showing us stopping, running to that's the train station. So that's not too bad. I suppose the graphics look okay for the game. So we made it to the train, and we now move to Havana. So we've got a completely new setting, complete new city, and some of the hardest missions I would say in the game for anybody, whether you're an expert or a beginner. I think, well, if you're an expert, these missions might be a bit easier, but if you're a beginner, trust me, you will struggle a lot here. I've actually given people some tips here, but yeah, if you do play this game through just casually, you'll find that there's a couple of missions on here, and I'll tell you when they get to them, mainly with the truck ones.
Just tail this guy.
You basically have those missions are the hardest. Awful.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, we have a €5 donation from Zeta saying, "Wait, Paul playing with his own head? Yes, please! Wonderful thing you guys are doing. Keep it up, you boys. You make me proud."
Nice.
And I believe, let me verify. Yes, actually, the €5 went to Paul's head being in Battle Block Theater, putting it far into the lead, being trailed only by Spooky Onion at €5. But the donation is far from over. We still have 2 hours for that, so do get your donations in if you want to change the fate of whoever's being controlled by Mibulus.
Okay, so one of the things that he likes to do, he does like this neat little party trick, which is he pops out, goes in one end, pops out the other. We're gonna catch him when he gets out the other side. Which is there.
Hang back.
Oh, crikey. Oh, that was lucky. So I forgot he can do that. Usually he turns left sometimes. If you get the rare occurrence where it goes left,
Hang back.
it's not too bad. Also, another thing to mention as well, I got super lucky then with the proximity thing, because I was so close to the left hand side, and if they see you, I think it's a bit more than hang back, and if you stay there long enough, I think for about 2, maybe 3 seconds, it actually says mission failed because you got spotted. So that was pretty close. I'm pretty happy that we didn't get caught though. No resets yet, thankfully. Famous last words. I can tell on the truck I'm probably going to have a hard time. We might have an easy time with that. Fingers crossed, I'll pray RNG with that one, but
Hang back.
we will see. This guy goes way too slow for my liking. The funny thing is, there is a car he's pushing right now, I believe. And that car should disappear. Or not. Oh no, it's actually just casual. Oh, there you go.
Hang back.
Boom, he's gone. There. So basically with that one, yeah, the car at the end you might have noticed just disappeared. Because the car, depending on the route he takes, if he takes that certain route, which is one of the, like 1 out of 3 or 4 routes he can take, I think, basically that car always spawns there and he always ends up pushing it. So what happens is, it's one of them, you see it spawn, you see him push it, then you see it despawn. Even though it's in clear view, it's not off screen or off camera or anything like that. So I believe this next mission might be the truck missions, I'm not sure. If it is, I could only pray RNG that it goes well and we don't reset. I can always just take it easy with this mission though, just to get it first try. So like just keep whacking into him when I can. Yes, this is it. One of them. So this is one of the first missions that you'll encounter that's very difficult. Mainly because not only have you got to take a truck out, but you've also got an escort car, which as you can see behind me is right there. And the escort car is a pain, you can't lose him. Ideally, you want to get him so he's not in the way or anything like that. He is a pain because, actually funnily enough, he's got himself stuck. That's actually perfect. Pray RNG! Yes, we lost, right, okay, that's perfect, we've lost him. So that's like half of the mission done, the other half being we've now got to stop this truck. The only problem is stopping the truck's half the problem because once you do stop said truck, God this guy's terrible at driving. Once you do stop said truck, you've then got to get the truck back to the lockup, and the truck itself is not very clever. Nice. That was a pretty good timing actually because it's en route. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we're now driving a massive truck. Funnily enough, this truck, for some weird reason, is very, very quick, despite it being filled to the teeth with ammunition. So the one reason I did that, basically, the AI in this game, they have some like weird AI physics with when they chase you. The main reason I say they have some weird AI physics is because what happens if you've got a car coming at you, it'll literally charge at you. But if it's right in front of you, if you wait long enough, he actually moves and just decides to go one way or the other. You don't even have to touch him. I barely risk going flat out past him though. So we get some more on-foot action here. There's rarely any of this on-foot action. Oh, hang on. Collision detection is not very good. There you go. So we get that in there. Close the door. By the way, we've got to do this twice in a row. So that's the first one. The second one is coming up. Thankfully, there is no, and I'm glad to say this, there is no escort car. But where there's no escort car, there's still a challenge because what's going to happen now, this truck has explosives in the back, and there's a guy throwing explosives. You don't see him, but the truck just basically drops like mines on the road and they blow up. If your car hits one, you take damage, you end up spinning out. So it's vital you get ahead and stop it from the front. So this is a bit difficult. As Jones, our friend, has said, it's very difficult to stop this thing. It's heavy with the jelly. I don't know what sort of jelly. Strawberry jelly, lime jelly, God knows. This one, explosive jelly. I don't want explosive jelly though, Jesus, that you have the worst case of diarrhea ever. Okay, so can I get him? Let's guess. Oh my god, I'm not even touching him. Wow, that was pretty good. So I got him without touching him. That's cool. It's actually pretty good. Okay, right, so the two hardest missions of the game we're in the clear for now. There is other hard missions coming up. There's another chase mission where we have to stop an ambulance, and the worst of which is yet to come. Is in Rio, and I believe it's the third to last mission in the game, and it's called Chase the Gunman. Now, for those that have never played Driver 2, I'll just quickly explain, like I've already explained the plot, but I will quickly explain some of the missions, including my worst mission, or my least favourite in the game, by far, Chase the Gunman. So in that one, you basically have to take a guy who's in a car out, and the only way you can do that is obviously by ramming him. There is a strat that you can use where if you get in front of the car and just slow down and let him push you, like I did with the truck, you can take him out pretty much instantly and the mission's over. But otherwise, you end up getting sent on a wild goose chase around a, should we say like, the countryside. And that's no fun, because when you get sent around the countryside, it takes forever. Like, literally forever. It's just terrible. Also, I think I may have gone the wrong way, but I'm still going the right way. Yay. Just took a different route to what I usually do. No bother. But yeah, Chase the Gunman, like I said, you go around like, I would say like a gorge. I don't know what the word is, but basically it's a thin little lane high up in like the mountains, and there's no barriers, so you can easily fall off and die. And the thing is, dying in this game is the one reason it happens. If you notice on the right hand side, there's no water there and there's nothing there. But well, on the map there's water, but there's actually nothing. If you fall into that, you die instantly. It's actually possible to kill yourself by walking in it, funnily enough. And Rio's full of water. Thankfully you can drive through some of it. Fun fact, there is a glitch you can do in Rio. I believe you need the invincibility cheat though. And what you have to do, I think it involves going across the sea at the end of the map. You basically drive as far as you can go until the car starts glitching, I think. Drive along the coast. And then once you drove along the coast long enough, you end up going into this like ghost town version of Rio. And the game looks different. It's supposed to be like a ghost town, but it's really just the game glitching out. Similar to how I think Grand Theft Auto Vice City has the Stairway to Heaven glitch. Also, that is that mission done. We can now move on and move through Havana properly. I believe the next mission is Stop the Clue. This is a long mission because you've got to take 4 cars down, I believe. And they're not exactly easy to take down unless the AI was stupid, in which case they are. So you get to have a bit of an easier time with it. But they don't have just turn round. So I hate the fact you can't skip these. Have we had any... I'm a bit intrigued if there's any questions that anybody wants to ask about this. I don't mind. Even if it's from you guys. Yeah. The reason why I think the game is spanned over 2 discs is because, not because of the draw distance, I think it's because of supposedly how much detail they put into the cities compared to the first game. Like the first game they were like thin textures, but then in the second game I believe they were high quality thin textures. So there's a slight difference. And because there's 4 cities, I think each city is like 350 megabytes each. Because I believe a compact disc holds, is it 700 meg? This guy's stubborn. Okay, I guess we're gonna follow him. My problem is if I lose to this, that's like a 6-minute time loss. So I need to make sure I don't miss. So like I said, I think the cities are about 350 each. I'm not actually sure though. I've never done like a test. Oh wow, he's tested not for me to hit him. on. Go, go, go. Problem is, this AI is completely random, so you don't know what you're gonna get. Oh, wow. Nice. Oh. It's been easy for me, that's good. Nice. Please turn around so I can hit you. Please, please, please. He's not gonna do it, is he? No, he's not. Oh, God. There we go. So you would have thought that would have actually put him out of action. The thing is, when you wreck the cars, you've got to get back in them, briefly. Also, he can wreck himself, I believe. Is he going now? Yeah, this is what I mean by the AI can't drive. They'll literally do that. But you gotta love the AI in this game, it's funny. Okay, right. Next car. I will take your car because it's closest. I believe this is actually one of the quickest cars too. So depending on, one funny thing I should mention is one of at the end of this mission, depending on where you stop will depend on how far you've got to travel to the ferry. So you ideally want to have him stopped as close to the ferry as possible. The only problem is because the AI is that random, you don't know where he's going to stop. So yeah, that'll be fun. Also, this AI is brilliant. 10 out of 10. Oh wow, come on. Please. Please, stop. Come on, come on, come on. Got him. So this mission actually causes more problems than it solves, funnily enough. It's really terrible. Oh, that would have been so good if I got in there. Come on, come on. Right, he should hit the wall at the end here. There you go. And that is how you stop a car instantly. Right. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, 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 no. Stop. Thank you. I'll return it later. Probably. Funny thing is, these people never get the cars back. In Driver 3, they actually developed AI that could steal the car back from you, like they do in the Grand Theft Auto games. But in the first two games, the first game you couldn't get out your car. The second game introduces the mechanic of getting out of your vehicle. The third game introduced getting out of your vehicle and actually being able to get hijacked yourself. So yes, that's quite fun. Not exactly the best thing in the world when some guy goes, right, I'm going to rob your sports car, and he goes, no, give me it back. It's funny seeing the AI actually fight back as well. It's a pain for me because I hate it. I'm like, oh, that's a nice car, I'll have that. And then the AI just goes, nope, I'm having it. It's my car, you're not having it. This is the AI we're talking about as well. Pathetic, but it's nice. It's a nice touch to introduce. So I think he's within range at the current moment. If he speeds up, that'd be fantastic. That'd be great if he could speed up. Yeah, right. So these back streets, funnily enough, are where he's going to be going.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yes, we do.
Well, we have a €1 donation from Victorian Gaming saying, better number. And that's about it.
Just better number.
Better donation total number, which is 256. It's incredibly nerdy, and I like it.
Nice. Dude, oh. I wonder what you were doing. I didn't even realise. Nice. Oh, hello. Morning. You can tell Mike's not had much sleep. Bonjour. It's the half-house. Bonjour. Until I make it all backfire again. Hopefully I won't. We might actually be completely back on schedule. Oh my god, no. We might be completely back on schedule. This was a bad idea. I mean, this could go like 20 minutes under estimate, possibly. If that happens, then it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Maybe it's got 20 minutes in on somewhere. Right, okay, I need to get down here because the ferry's going to leave. This is actually somehow like a Mission Impossible thing now, because what we've got to do is the ferry always leaves, no matter what. So what we've now got to do is we've got to make the jump to the ferry. There we go. There we go. There's no guarantee you'll actually make it sometimes, but for the most part you do. There we go. Also, I think if that ferry moved any faster, the cow would just go and come right off. Luckily, I noticed as well the car then, even granted how slow the ferry was moving, I noticed the car was going back a little bit, little by little. I was like, yeah, it's gonna come off. Also, we've now got, I believe it is get to the docks. That's the next one. Okay. So fun fact, there is a grey car here on the left hand side, which is what we just passed. And that colour you can't actually get in game anywhere but there. If you've got bonus, if you've got like, I say bonus cheats, if you've got cheats, then you can also, well, I say cheats is more like, what they call Game Shark codes. If you've got something like that, you can actually, there's certain codes you can use that can change the colour of your car. And there's two limited colours that you can get for cars. One of them is pink, and one of them is silver or grey, whichever one you want to call it. And the one where it actually appears in a mission is here. And this is pretty good tunnel RNG right now. That's actually really convenient. Because usually, that's even better. He normally spawns about halfway through. If you get the police on you before the tunnel, what happens there is you'll have him chase you through the whole tunnel, and you don't want the police in the tunnel, trust me. It's awful. Because they block you in dead easy and your car gets damaged to pieces. So the fact that we got him to spawn as late as we did, literally as we were leaving the tunnel, and lost him instantly. Pretty good RNG so far with this. I can tell, like, we're getting all the good RNG, and then as soon as we get to the second half of the game, it's just going to screw us over. I can tell. It will. That's what it is, like, I've done it a couple of times where I've gone, like, yeah, this... I had one run in particular. I was doing a run of this quite a while ago, actually, about 2 months ago, maybe more. I can't remember how long ago it was, but we got to Vegas, and I think I was nearly like a minute up on my current PB, or like 2 or 3 minutes up. After Chicago anyway, and I got to the end of Havana. I was like, oh, I'm just like 5-10 seconds behind, I can claw this back. And then we got to Vegas, and we got near the end of Vegas, and the game crashed. So I was like, yeah, guess we're not doing this today. It sucked, but yeah, this could be a new PB, I'm not sure. We must, I think we'll be up to, I'm guessing, I'm gonna actually take a stab at how far we are, time-wise. 45 minutes. That's a guess. It's like I knew where we were up to. It's pretty good. That was a really good guess. I was like, given the fact that Chicago's like, yeah, oh, yeah. Given the fact that Chicago's like literally 25 minutes, if that. Havana's about half an hour, I think. Vegas is about another half an hour. 20 minutes, half an hour. And then Rio is, I believe, 40 minutes. Maybe nearly an hour. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because of how long the missions are. So what happened there? The reason why we were looking out to a ship is because Big Lenny, or Pink Lenny's called. He, funnily enough, has said there's something going to. It was like Rosanna Soto. Said, oh yeah, we're gonna hit. He's like, you and your men leave with Rosanna Soto. Now, the thing is, we don't know who this Rosanna Soto is. Turns out she's a ship, not a person, like everybody else thought. So it's like, what? Well, the thing is, that's the reason why Tanner's at the docks. And what we find out, what we learn, is the guy who's in the office, he speaks, I don't know what language the Cubans speak. Is it Portuguese or something? Not sure. But he's basically speaking a different language. At which point Tanner happily punches him in the face and goes, "Where's it going?" Which he understands. And yeah, so then you find out that it's heading for Vegas. Oh, perfect. Hold on. Yeah, so you find out that the ferry is heading to Vegas next, and then that's how you end up going to Vegas. So from here, I think we should be okay. Yeah, the AI is being stubborn. Look at that. That AI was brilliant. Just literally just going into a wall. But yeah, so we're basically following the lead for Rosanna Soto. Ideally, we'd like to try and lose the police as soon as possible. That wasn't supposed to. I actually couldn't see the tree then. That's a bit fun. I hope Jones likes police because he's going to get two of them. That's funnily enough, that's actually who we're racing against. Racing to, sorry. So, oh god, please don't take the wrong way. Yes. Oh, this guy's stubborn. Ah, he's backing off. Nice. Okay, right, so I think I can go across the grass here. Yeah, I can't actually see where I'm going. Nice. That's that mission done. The next one is following Jericho. Then we've got to take him out and then escaping the Brazilians, which is the end of Havana, which I believe is difficult, although I know chasing Jericho's hard. Like, actually taking him out, that's horrible. I think this one's follow Jericho,
Make like glue with the trouble
then
man.
it's pursue Jericho, and then the last one, like I said, is escape the Brazilians or something. Also, this is fast paced because of the fact that it's 50 seconds away. So I need to make sure he doesn't lose me.
Stay back, man. You're getting
Problem is,
too
his
close.
proximity thing is all over the place, and the AI loves spawning.
Stay back.
So getting close to Jericho is extremely difficult. The thing is, when you're around a corner, he can't even see you there, so you can always use the opportunity to catch up.
Stay back, man. You're getting too close.
So there's no, like, you can't continuously stay close to him. Because of the fact you've got, like, traffic like this that spawns.
We're too far back.
Then you get too close, and that happens.
We're too far back.
There we go. So if I get close enough, that nice. So as soon as you get to the end of that street, that trigger always gets clicked, activated, sorry. Which is basically us following Jericho. Jericho just parks up, as he does, before he's going to innocently murder somebody. And then we park up as well. There we go. There's us. I'm pretty sure we did not knock a car headlight out, although in the cutscene the car seems to be fine. GT. Nice physics.
You go with him. You know where to reach me. Go.
Okay, so we've done that one. Again, that mission's nice and short. This one's going to be a bit tricky though. This is the bit we need to keep an eye on now. We need to make sure it doesn't go screw up, basically. Also, iguana! I think it is. Iguana hype. It's like iguana in a cutscene. Okey-doke, so, next mission, I believe this is Pursue Jericho. It'd help if you can see it. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Hopefully we get him first try. I'm No strat for getting him, by the way. This is just gonna go off. If I can get him, I can get him. Problem with Jericho, he drives like a lunatic. And it's a rare occurrence you'll be able to catch him. The quicker you can take him down, basically, the better. There we go. I can't actually see where I'm going here. There we go. Can't now, I'm leaning forward. God. Oh, not another. Oh, thank God, this is just an alleyway thing. It's fine. Right. Okay. Concentration is real, lads. There we go. It's the only problem with this mission, it actually requires a lot of concentration. Just because I don't want to lose him. It's even worse when it's the fact that it's set at night.
Oh, that is common for Crane though.
Yeah, not as bad as Comic Crate. I actually can see where I'm going this time. Oh, hello. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I hate this. The fact that top speed tops out and you just can't catch it. Oh. Thought's actually good. It's funny that it's one of them video game logics where supposedly if you hold the button down harder, the car goes faster. I'm one of those people that does that, unfortunately. Oh no, missed him. Doesn't matter how bad I wreck my car, I just need to wreck his. Probably gonna lose him here. No, not thankfully. I've got 10 seconds to catch him. Otherwise he gets away. He's got away, there's no way I'm catching him. Nice one, Jericho. Okay, so Jericho screwed us over. Yeah, Jericho screwed us over. I have to restart one. I'm actually going to have to go for a decent car, because that one's too slow, I think. The other one, the same one he's driving would probably be ideal. Now that I think about it properly. Because then that way you know he's got the same top speed as you. Which is there. Also, longer time, which means... That's actually not bad. Longer time frame means his AI is stupid. Nice. So I've already dealt nearly half of his damage already, that's pretty good. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Go, go, go. Right, so he should slow down now quite a bit. Hopefully. That's the plan. God. Jericho, what are you doing? You madman. Yeah. He's doing it! Stop him! He's doing it! Come on. There. And it only took 16 seconds on the second try. Nice. Okay, so that's another hard part of Havana done. The next one is escape the Brazilians. So what we've now got to do, if you remember before, how we took both of the trucks, the truck that had all the explosive in the back, the explosive jelly, and just all the ammunition, we put it all in that lockup. Well, we've got to get Jericho there now without being caught by the Brazilians. The only way you can get caught is if your car gets wrecked. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just need to know where I'm going from here. There we go. Oh god. Cool. Right, so where do I need to go from here? I'm going to take a stab at it. Bye bye. Oh god. Right, so I'm probably going to take a shot in the dark here, but I'm going to drive to the top up here and turn left. Somewhere. Actually, I'm going to use it. Good job I paused it. That was what I was looking for. Good, I can now have a look where I need to go. Just let me know when we're back and I can... This is actually convenient. This is actually helping me now.
You'll probably hear it.
Okay, so if I take the next left, go across the grass, take the next right. Okay. many times
I
did it
would
drop
roll that
out?
during-
Actually, that's a good question. How many times did it drop out during the night with Mike and SBC? Did it drop out any?
Right around the end of the run, we got one.
Ooh.
I do have the recording though.
Right, I was gonna say, is everything that you're doing with this, is it all being recorded?
Everything, yes. It's
Cool.
always been recorded.
Regretted. Okay, doke. Just, I'd probably give it like 5 seconds, just so we know it's definitely back. Just so we're definitely back online. As long as everyone can see the page and chats back up and things like that. We'll presume so. Are we all ready?
It says we should be back.
Yep. Doke. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so basically, apologies for that, and that actually helped me out quite a bit. However, as mentioned, with this mission in particular, like I said, we've got to get Jericho to the safe house and basically lock him up with 2 trucks, and we're going to use him as, like, I don't know, what would you call it? Use him as an item. So we're going to use him as, oh, that's it, bargaining chip, that's how you say it. So we're going to use him as a bargaining chip against Kane to get close to Pink Lenny. So hence the reason for why I want to capture him. There is another point where we'll talk about Jericho later in the run, but for now, because it's not adequate to the plot, I'll save my breath on that one. Could do with saving some breath, to be honest. So yeah, but yeah, any questions from anybody in chat? Feel free to fire away.
We do have a message from Asterisk saying, I like how I go to watch and it goes down. Like Ross.
As soon as Ross started watching the stream, knew he was watching.
Also, we have a good morning from your sheepdog and how's everyone?
Oh, morning. I'm good. A bit tired, but it's fine. A bit of sleep, can't do.
After my snooze.
I think Mike's tired. He's not there. That was the funny thing. We were all going, Mike, go to sleep, and he just didn't sleep much. I think he slept. He said he slept for an hour and a half. Yeah. That's what I said to him. I said, I bet it was all us shouting, but he's like, no, I just couldn't get to sleep. I was like, yeah, okay. Can this guy still catch me from there? No, he can't. That's actually convenient that he can't catch you after a certain radius. Cool. Okay, right, are we ready? When I say I'm ready, I don't mean on time. That's like another 2 hours yet. Oh, no. No, are we ready for the best part of the run? Disc swap.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, there's a disc swap in a game. Holy cow.
Surprisingly early.
Okay, so that's Savannah done. Wait, what time are we at?
We're around about an hour.
Oh, that's pretty good. Where's my game? Oh no. Where's my game? Quick. It's alright, this all counts towards the time. We don't stop the timer for this. Alright, and there's the disc. My PV I think was, what was it? What was my PV? 223, and because I use an emulator, ISOs load a bit quicker than this, but I think we should be okay. Okay, so welcome to Vegas. This is Viva Las Vegas. So the first mission that we're doing in Vegas is we're now working for Kane, because like I said, we're using Jericho as a bargaining chip to get to Pink Lenny now. So because of this, like I said, we're having to help out Kane, unfortunately. And the first thing we've got to do is help them pull off a casino heist with the getaway driver. Okay, so welcome to Vegas, which looks a lot like Las Vegas, just except it's rendered badly. There's a lot, funnily enough, I think out of all the cities that look the most realistic, Vegas has got to be my favourite, just because of all the stuff that there is within Vegas. Like, you've got hotels, there's some big pyramid thing, like literally crap tons of casinos. I mean, it is Vegas. Also, the music for Vegas is good. I like the music for Vegas. Also, the one thing I don't understand, they give you nearly 3 minutes to get somewhere that's 30 seconds away. I don't understand why that is. So now we have the traditional police cars. These are your Americanized police cars. And the frame rate may die out a little bit, so I'm going to try and hopefully, if I can, increase the frame rate to 25 on my own somehow. The one thing I want to be aware of is the AI spawning in front of me, and also every now and again we may get a police roadblock that spawns in front. Okay, so I didn't need to do that because he just lost me automatically. There we go. Actually, one of the things to mention, funnily enough, is about the music, to do with the music. So if you play Driver 1 and you get the police on you, the chase music will carry on playing. But in Driver 2, they decided to fix that. So when you've got the police on you, you have the chase theme. When you lose the police, even though you've got felony, you still manage to have, you have the basically the usual casual driving music for the level. And also there's 2 different themes, one for the daytime and one for the nighttime. Although there's somebody, actually I want to give a big mention to somebody, he's on YouTube, and he does a lot of Drivers 2 stuff. Funnily enough, not speedruns or the like, but he does a lot of like custom Driver 2 stuff. So there's a guy called Dr. Shemp on YouTube. I thought he used to be called Dr. Sheep, but I missed the M. And basically he creates his own custom missions. He's currently in the process of creating this mini-series. I forgot what it's called. I think it's like the Dr. Shemp's missions, where he's actually created his own customized missions for the game. And obviously he's done his own, like, I would say his own cutscenes, but he's done his own like bits and pieces. And it looks really awesome and I can't wait. Because he's going to be making videos of it when it releases, which will be nice. What's the other thing? Oh yeah, he's also made a load of music for the game as well. Like his own custom soundtrack. And the best thing is, what he's done with the custom soundtrack is, what's so unique about it is the music for the game originally, for Driver 1 and Driver 2, he's took the instruments that were used to make them songs and made his own version. So they still sound Driver-like. They'll sound like they're in a Driver game, but they're his version. They sound odd, but they work with the game, I think. I don't know if he's working on a mod or anything for Driver 2, but yeah, feel free to go and check him out. He's made some pretty good covers, and he's even done a rock cover of some of the songs from this game. Dr. Shemp. S-H-E-M-P. I don't know why I just thought of Camp Laszlo for some reason. What is wrong with me? It's 7 in the morning. 8 in the morning actually. I'm having morning thoughts. Does anybody remember that TV show Camp Laszlo? Yeah, just the theme song stands out. And the trio went to camp and turned it upside down. Oh, L-A-Z-L-O, 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 and Laszlo was his name. It was. I never really watched it much. It was just the theme song that always stuck out. Same with like Shaolin Showdown, stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff I used to watch when I was a kid. One thing that I used to love watching was Drake and Josh. Whenever that was on, that was brilliant. Because he's like, Josh goes, I've got the reflexes. He goes, I've got cat-like reflexes. Drake just gets the ball and lobs it at his head, and he goes, yeah, dead cat reflexes. It's funny. You know, funny. It's always that one thing as well. Megan. It's always Megan's fault. It's like how it's always Ross's fault for UKSG. Ross. But in iCarly, it's Megan. Not Megan. Drake and Josh. Funnily enough, that was actually kind of one of the reasons I got into watching the iCarly show. That actually sounds a bit weird for somebody like me to say. It's like, really? So you used to watch iCarly? Yes, I did. Don't judge. But you're gonna, so... Also, we're driving a car bomb. Can you tell? This is the game's version of a car bomb. I'm pretty sure if a car bomb sounded like this, you'd just go, "Honey, the microwave's ready." That was close.
I just noticed this timer is not running actual seconds.
No, it isn't.
It's running slow.
I somehow missed the police car though. Okay, so that police car somehow missed me. I'm quite happy right now that he missed me. Because if we get felony on us, it's a bit hard, but it's not too difficult. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is something else I've not mentioned yet. You're gonna love me for saying this. Yeah, so we get these little game freezes every now and again. That's very worrying, I know, because you actually think the game's genuinely crashed and the run's over. But it's not, it's okay. You're in good hands. It does it all the time anyway, even on emulator it does it. Surprisingly. Trust me, even I go, oh no. But it's fine, there's nothing to worry about. The game just has like these little mini freezes. Oh, I think from here we should be okay. Also, if this was running actual seconds, it'd go down faster. But like I said, this game is capped at 25 because it's the European version, and it hardly touches 25. It's that bad. The frame rate goes that bad on actual hardware. It's a rare few times where I'm like, oh my god, 25 FPS.
I mean, 25 is the gold sound.
Yeah, 20 exactly. Yeah. I mean, 30 would be better, but that's the North American version. Funny thing is that the North American version, I think, has a better frame rate. Not as in, obviously, well, it does because it's North America, but because of the fact that for some weird reason, I think the game's a bit more friendly in terms of its frame rate performance. So, on an emulator, obviously, you can get it run in 25, 30 FPS just fine, but on a PS1, yeah, it's a living nightmare. I remember somebody saying it is pretty bad. Okay, so this is what we do. Ready for the explosion? Wow, 10 out of 10. Also, the car's just gone flying away. Just slides away, just sliding out there. It's just like, I'm not here. I'm not here. Yeah, not too bad. Okay, so next mission. We're immediately running from the get-go here. I know where I'm going, so it's fine. I'm trying to think what missions come when. Because we have to do, like I said, there's a hard mission in Vegas, which is known as Stop the Ambulance, where we have to actually destroy an ambulance to get a guy out. As Kane puts it, basically, he said there's a guy who's in, medics have got him in like a convoy. He's like, will he school? He's like, save us the bother of finding out. Basically, get him back to lockup, we'll question him. Even though he's in like critical condition in the back of an ambulance. So yeah, some of the plot lines of this game, like some of the missions for me don't make any sense. But then again, Drive 1 had a mission where you had to drive to a supermarket. Oops. Jesus Christ. Burnt the mic, Pete, then. Good grief. Pardon me. So, yeah, one of the missions in Driver 1 involves you driving to a supermarket with 3 guys in the back of the car. And what ends up happening is you see the 3 guys walk in, and then the alarm goes off and they walk back out again, so they've robbed the supermarket. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so not doing too bad. We should be able to lose this guy, hopefully, if he hits a tree or so. Like that. That was actually really well planned. Hopefully this guy will hit a car or something. So I lose him. Nice. Good RNG today. Do you know what? This is the worst part of Driver 2. a lot of the time you'll get a really crappy run going, but half the time you'll get a really crappy run going. The other half, yeah, you'll have a really good run, and it's rare that that good run comes around. I'm glad this run's going well right now. We've had every mission completed first try, apart from Jericho, of course. Jericho just dug himself a hole though, let's be honest. So I've got a 3 for 2 sticker on my sock. 3 for 2 from Fatface.
Jericho's run into heaps and Wheelman's down.
No, it's 3 pairs of socks for 2. Okay. So the one thing I used to do at the start of this mission, a lot when I used to play this mission, I always used to forget to open the door. So I always used to just whack the car into the door and then go, oh, there's a door there. But over time, I've obviously learned, no, open door first, then drive. So the funny thing is about this game is there's only 3 people that have run this game. There's myself, there's a guy called MHMD. I forgot actually what his last part of his speedrun.com name is. And the other thing, there's one other guy, I think it was called Cooper's, No Credit Games or something, which at the time I believe was like the current world record holder. He had a 228 and I ended up getting like a 223, so not bad. Credit where it's due, really. And the worst thing was, like, I think I lost 3 minutes on Rio alone. So if I get a good Rio today, this could be PB by God knows how fast. And I need to make sure Chase the Ambulance goes well, and a couple of other missions. If everything goes well though, we could be on for a world record, so that'd be good. And it's a free world record anyway for me, because there's nobody else that's done it yet. Ideally, I'd like to get on the 220. That's the goal for the PS1. The tassel that some guy made a TAS actually for the PS1 version of the game. However, he got the game to run at 60 FPS somehow. Yeah, the game wasn't legit, so I think it got rejected for that reason. We actually had a discussion on the driver Discord about that actually. There was a guy who did a TAS run of the game, and he submitted it on speedrun.com, and obviously it got denied because it was a TAS straight away. But I said there's 2 reasons why it should have been denied. He's like, right, so the first one was what you banned it for, which was it being a TAS. Makes sense. The other one why you should have banned it was the version of the game he was playing. At which point, they're all going, I don't understand what you mean. They went, well, there's 2 versions. There's the PAL version, which runs at 25, and there's the NTSC version, which runs at 30. I said, he was running at 60. It's like, and why do you think that is? I went, I have no clue. Also, oh, the police didn't do the glitch. Oh, feels bad. So, basically what wanted to happen there is sometimes the cops actually just warp up and go through the highway and get stuck. I don't know how that works, to be honest, physics in this game. Well, that was good. I got at least. No. I was hoping it would, so that gives me a bit of an easier time with the police, but no. So what we've got to do here is get the car back to the lockup, nice and easy. A lot of these missions are like 3 to 4 minutes long. Even the Chase the Ambulance, which I believe might be coming up next, and that's RNG based. So that'll be fun. Yeah. Can't wait for that one. Have we had anything in chat by any chance? Regarding the game runner? Yeah. One of the things that Jericho tends to say a lot of is lose 'em or shake 'em. Shake 'em. I don't know why he just does. Obviously, we've got police on us. The last thing you want is police following you. Makes sense. Also, police sirens have never been more annoying in my life. Also, nice roadblock AI. I was like, would you like me to give you another chance? That's the best thing though. Because every police roadblock that gets set up in this game, unlike most police roadblocks where they leave no gaps, in these games they actually leave gaps so you can just squeeze through. It's like, they really didn't think that one through, did they? Okay, so we're nearly at the end of this mission, funnily enough. It doesn't look like it, but we are. So we'll be able to lose the police in a minute, hopefully. That's the plan. Okay, right. So I want to go over here. There we go. over the grass down here. Oh yeah. And then literally just up here to the left. We'll lose the police before then. There you go. Then we'll literally just get to the end here. Nice. Okay, that's mission done. Next. It's chase the ambulance. This is the one I'm worried about. I think this is next as well. That's like the worst part. So basically with chase the ambulance, you've got to take an ambulance out, but whilst you're doing that, there's a cop car as well that's also behind it. And the best strat that I can see that you can use is to get out as fast as you can. Stay the ambulance. You have to get out as fast as possible in front of the ambulance, and then slow down. See? Ambulance, the police car. Awful. That ambulance looks fast, and it is when the AI drives. When you get in it, it's so slow. Right, here we go. Okay. Worst thing about this now. Oh my god. Please push me. Yes. Okay, right. This is going well, lads. This is going well. I'll catch him up. Now I can just chase him down. That was convenient, actually, that I lost the police there. Where's he going? He's going that way, okay. AI's taking a different route today. It's the second time that AI's took a different route today. Yet somehow this one's going actually okay. It's going decent. Right, I've got to get him when he next turns. Missed. Also, I got 20 seconds to catch him. This is going to be tight. I was out of time right at the end. That sucks. I got him, but I got out of time. That's actually the worst feeling in the world. Jesus. This is the only problem with this mission. I forgot. I actually didn't know you could do that. I thought once you knock the ambulance out, you don't have to worry when you get in it. But no, it actually matters of taking it out and then getting in it. Right. Let's see if I can get a good strat again. If I can. Right. All I gotta do is slow down. Can't because the cops are right behind it. Oh no, no, that's not good. Right, okay, that's fine. We'll have to go for the casual strat. Oh no. Come on, stop. Get rid of the police, that's half the job done. Also, there's nothing more annoying than that ambulance. So annoying. No. Yeah! There we go. Woo! Okay. I'm gonna have to run around the other side because he's accidentally backed me up there. There we go. I can turn them off for one, but I'm not gonna. Keep them off because it drives you nuts. God damn it. Okay, so this should be easy enough now. We can't get the police on us or anything like that, of that sort. So it's now literally just a case of driving said ambulance back to the safe house without wrecking it, which we should be able to do, no problem. And we've got like 2 minutes 40 to do it anyway. So I'd say that's like for me, this is probably I'm probably about 3 minutes behind my PB right now because of the fact that I screwed up Jericho and I screwed this up. I got these on the second try instead of the first try, but oh well, it's fine. Still get underestimate so far. Actually, it all comes down to how Chase the Gunman goes. If that goes bad, yeah, we might be stuffed. But let's not count on that going badly. Let's just hope that and bless RNG that it goes well. Hopefully. Also, how long is that ambulance? Jesus. It's very long. I don't like the look of it either. It's like, I don't know. Just the fact that it's a nose, like, it looks like a snail, just the nose is stuck out. It's horrible. Mind you, it drives like a snail, slowly. Oh dear. So that's everything on this one, I think. And then grab it into the thing. Funny thing is, I got to the end of the mission once and the damage was on like a tiny bit. And I rammed into the wall and it wrecked the car, but it did it after I crossed the line and it's like, oh, you still counted as mission complete. So, fun little thing if you want to do that. Okay, I don't know what the next mission is, I forgot what missions are left. I think Stakeout might be next, I'm not sure. I think it's Stakeout, and then a few things to do with C4.
Airport, right? Yeah, that's right. You got no bags? I got a few things. Oh man, Jones is gonna stink again. No, I ain't. I told you it wasn't me. It was the guy behind me. I'll buy some new clothes when I land.
So basically that conversation is, he's like, oh man, Jones is gonna stink again. No, so I told you it was the guy behind me. I'll buy some new threads when I land. The best thing is as well, if you listen to the official soundtrack, it goes, use the little wash bag they gave you too, alright? He's like, I did, now just drop it, will you? So there's a little extra hidden bit of dialogue you can get, but that's if you listen to the proper soundtrack. So the funny thing is with this mission is the game puts you, as you just saw, the game sent me that way, but we wanted to be going this way. Mainly because of the fact that if you go that way for some weird reason, the roads are completely different. And I have no idea where I'm going for that one, so I always go this way. I also found this the quickest way. Also, I think this is where the the frame rate tends to struggle as well, this mission. Always tends to slow down a fair bit, for some odd reason. Should be alright here. Nice, okay. There we go. Get the 25 FPS back quick. But yeah, just to remind everyone, the reason why I'm doing that, looking to my right, it's because every time I look to my right, it doesn't load as much on screen sometimes, depending on the direction I'm looking. And the frame rate actually goes up to 25 FPS sometimes. Like, it basically just increases the frame rate, not to any higher degree of what it's supposed to be at, but just so that the game runs fast. Like now, there's not a lot that's loading. There is now. But also, nice roadblock. One car. Did they really think that was going to work? One car. Yeah, we're just going to block him off there. He won't mind. Nice AI. Cool. Also, am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Yeah, that was fine. Yeah, cool. Funny thing is, police in this game, as mentioned before, police in this game are a nightmare. They are OP. Funny thing is, I remember years ago somebody saying to me like how they played one of like the latest F1 racing games, like, oh my god, the AI is so overpowered. I'm like, you haven't played Driver 1 or 2 then, have you? Because these games contain, I would say, the most OP AI. The reason why I say OP, story mode or undercover mode, whichever one it is, there isn't any, like, the police in this game aren't too bad, but if you play survival, they throw 150% at you. Because basically the police just come at you at 200 mile an hour. I don't actually know how fast they go, they just come at you so fast, like, because they are very, very fast. is unreal. It's one of the reasons why. One of the best things was like one thing that me and my cousins used to do was how long we could last. Oh god. Yeah, one of the things was how long we could last. Oh god. They're blocking me in! Go. Go. I think there'll be another police car. Right. So basically with survival mode, like I said, the basic idea is to survive for as long as you can against the police. There's some like little tricks you can use to get there quicker, I'd say, but no, it doesn't always work. Also, this police car always spawns here, funnily enough. He always spawns here. I've got a minute to get rid of this guy, which I'm going to try and do by just driving around the block. Nice. Lose him, please. No, I'm gonna lose him here. Disconnected again. I thought we disconnected, I was like, right, okay, I guess we pause the timer again. Oh my god, not another one. I don't want to restart this mission. Dumbasses. Alright, okay. Quick, go. Usually you get there with like a minute to spare, because at that point normally I get there with not a lot of damage, so then if there's any police behind you, literally just have a standoff against the police and just wait till they keep whacking you, and then get to the finish line. Well, that was close. At least we got that first try, I'm happy. That's usually a difficult mission, but for some weird reason... Well, that was supposed to be easy, but it's difficult. Also, already a wrecked car, I ain't started yet. Prepare yourself for some of the worst AI driving, because that's what you're gonna get. Nice. Also, I like the fact that the ambulance spawns in this mission quite a fair bit. It's like chasing one down, destroying one wasn't bad enough. They just go, no, we're just gonna send a few more out. On this mission, there is no police whatsoever. You can't get them on you. Mainly because of the fact that the game's like, well, we're going to let you take the car out, and just to make your life a little bit easier, we're not going to add police in. That's how nice we are. So hence the reason why there's not going to be any police this level. If there was police, this game would be so much harder than it already is. That's like the worst bit. This game would be so much harder if it was police like near enough every mission. I believe it is possible, actually, funnily enough, to get police on the first mission in the game, even though it seems like you can't. The only reason I know that is because I drove around for ages once on one of the missions, because I had no idea where I was going. I used to play this when I was a little kid, and because I had no idea where I was going, I ended up just getting bored and driving quite far out of the map, and found out that you could actually get the police chasing you. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. But yeah, so that's something you can do, I think. Right, so now we've got to take Blue Sedan out wherever he may be. I have no idea where that is actually. He should be up here somewhere. Any minute now he should be coming into view. Oh yeah, so if everyone remembers the Find the Clue mission before in Havana, this is worse because we've got one car with the worst AI driving ever. Like, he seriously sucks. See? Whacks into everything. Also, please don't glitch out on me. He'll just do a U-turn for no reason. No. Nice. Oh, cool. Implied extra damage. Sweet. So he does these like weird boost things. So there was actually a weird glitch, funnily enough, that I got in this mission once, which was the AI somehow walked through the floor. I don't know how he did it, but he just did. Went behind a building. I was like, oh, he's gone behind the building. Next thing I know, he's gone through the floor out of bounds. I'm like, dude, that's cheating. So I couldn't actually catch him, so I had to restart the mission and do it all again. At which point, shortly following that, the game glitched out. I was like, yeah, guess I broke the game. Right, let's see if I can catch him. Right, the next two missions after this are to do with a deal that's gone wrong, I think. Oh wow, AI. Nice. Oh, don't flip. Nice. Cool. Right, that's that mission done. Thank God. Okay, so now what we've got to do is we've got to go and make a C4 deal. I think it is. Some like make a deal with this guy for some C4, and then from there go and blow up Kane's compound, and then we get to do Rio. Yay!
The guys I use will be on the second floor.
The best thing is as well is I've actually already got a save for Rio, so as long as we get through Vegas, we should be alright if everything goes wrong. If the game somehow crashes. If it crashes before the end of Vegas, yeah, might be in trouble. Let's just pray that it doesn't crash. I might just save after this mission so that I'm on the safe side. Okay, I need to remember where I'm going for this one. Police car. What time are we at currently? Actually, yeah, what time are we at for the run? Not bad. I've had better, but not bad. So I've got literally less than an hour to do this mission, the next mission, and then the hell that is Rio. Should be okay. If we get chased the gunman first time, then like that should be the biggest time save I've got. Because the thing is, chase the gunman, that's like a good 5 minutes before you finally get it. I remember, well, that and the last mission in the game actually, because they're so difficult. So we might have a hard time with a lot of the game, but hopefully we don't. Like I said, a lot of hard missions are in. There's no more hard missions left in Vegas. This one and the next one are relatively easy. It's just what happens with Rio. Yeah, it's surprising we're like 134. I thought it might have been like 130 something, but like 131 or something. But, I'll take it, whatever. It's fine. I can't really turn the clock back, but you know, if I could, I would. I remember saying, the funny thing is I remember what I said before. I was like, oh yeah, the game gives us all the good RNG in the first half, and we get screwed over in the second half. Yeah. Okay, so that's that mission done. Oop, that's that mission done. Now we get to watch cutscene for about 25 seconds or so.
Yeah, I know. Kane should have told me he was using someone new. Deal's on. Deal's on. Unless you want to take this up with Jericho. The money, the bag.
Deal's off. Deal's on unless you want to take it out with Jericho. Yeah, because he'll kill you. He's like, alright, I'll give it you. it seems like if you threaten somebody with a gun, they'll do whatever you want. I think that goes for anything, to be honest, doesn't it? Oh dear. Plus, Jericho's the kind of guy you don't want to mess with. Fun fact: so Jericho in this game, he's one of the main villains, obviously, but Jericho stands out a lot in this game because this is where he became the main enemy within the Driver franchise. Because he starts here. This is where you first meet him. How he's your first enemy. Driver 3 is where he is the main. He's the actual main villain. Jesus, the frame rate died completely there. And then in Driver San Francisco, he's also the enemy, except he's mainly in prison. He escapes. Yeah. So Jericho is, like I said, he is the main enemy of the Driver franchise. And that's pretty much it on Jericho's end, actually, to explain who Jericho is. Kane, I won't explain what happens to Kane, but he's the main enemy in this game as well, but disappears in Driver 3. If you play the game, you'll find out why. I'm not going to spoil it for you, even though the game's like 12-year-old or whatever. I think, hang on, how old is Driver 2? Driver 3, sorry. Driver 2's like 18 years old, so I think this came out in 2000. Driver 3, I believe, is 2002 or 4. I think it's 2002, 2003. So it's 14 years old then this year. Damn. And the original Driver, I believe, is 21 years old. Because that came out in 97? Not sure. 99? Damn. They quite well. Drive 1 and 2 were, then they had the gap between the second and the third one, which was 4 years, I think. Then Parallel Lines came out 2 years after Driver 3, and then San Francisco came out 5 years after. And we're still waiting on another one in the series, but I doubt they're ever going to make it because Ubisoft is too busy making Assassin's Creed games. So we're never going to see a Driver game again, unfortunately. And they are the company that's got the rights to the game. That's the worst bit. Mate. Right, game, please don't crash. Please. I'm begging you. It's known for crashing here. Right, I'm not. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Also, we have to actually do like a bit of a walkabout in this little warehouse now. It's coming up. Here we go. There we go. Open the door. Okay, come on Tanner, run faster. Okay. Funny thing is the frame rate slows down the more explosives you plant, so it gives you a fair chance to get out of there. If this actually went via the actual rate, then you'd end up dying. And and that is Vasquez's supplies done, and with that, that is Vegas done. Which means we now move to Rio in Brazil. And these have some of the hardest missions in the game. No surprise there, it's the last city, but the hardest ones I believe are the last couple. I'm not sure which ones actually. Chase the Gunman, the last one where you have to chase Lenny. And first mission is pretty easy, Bus Crush. Oh, there's one where you have to steal a cop car, that's kind of hard, but... Okie dokie, here we go. Is there any chance I could have a timestamp, please? Ooh, cool. So I got 40, no, hang on, how long? So at 140, right? So 50 minutes to finish Rio. Technically. Sweet, okay, cool. I think this is doable. Oh, I hope it's, damn right I hope it's doable. Wait, what was my estimate for Driver 2? Oh yeah, we're well under estimate so far. At the moment, I think we probably could be on for a 2:28 or something. so it's going to be well underestimated. My PB's a 223. I would have liked to have matched my PB, but fair to say I'm never going to get that lucky with the run again. Because, fun fact, when I did my PB, it was during a blind race against somebody. Me and this, a guy called Tomb, who finished something, he's a Finnish lad, streamer. And he basically played through Driver 2 and did like a full playthrough of it. And I said to him, I said, hey, do you fancy doing an any percent race of it? And he's like, but the game's so hard. I was like, come on, it'll be fun. So he's like, yeah, sure, okay. So we did this race. And I ended up getting the world record in the process completely by accident. I was just like, I'll take it, I guess. Because somebody went, dude, you're ahead of world record pace by like 5 minutes. I'm like, what? Excuse me? Like, yeah, dude, you're ahead. I'm like, sweet. Well, I'll take it. I'm not bothered. Bus time! All aboard the bus. Or not. There. So this is supposed to be a strengthened bus. Yeah, it kind of is. Just whack a car out of the way with ease. Problem is with the bus, it handles so badly. It's terrible. Actually, hang on, where am I going? Yeah, I'm going the right way, that's cool. Phew. I thought I was going the wrong way for a second. Shows you how very little I run this game. Fun fact, do you know what's going to surprise a lot of people here? I've not practiced this game in about 5 or 6 months, maybe more. I didn't actually put any practice in for this. CMR2, practiced. Driver barrel lines, practiced. CMR1, no practice. Look at how that went. And this has had no practice yet. This is going very, very well. For now, I know it'll get worse because I've got the chase the gunman and I hate that mission with a passion. Like, it could treat me as nice as it wants, I'll still hate it. It's like, you got it first time, I don't care, I still hate you. It would be nice to get it first try, but Also, once we're done with this bus, we're going to just rob somebody's car. I don't know what car we're going to rob, but some poor bugger's going to get the car stolen. Just because we need a quick getaway, and a bus is not a quick getaway. Also, they couldn't think of a different horn for the bus. So they've got the same one for any car that's a lorry, 4x4 or anything like that. So like a truck, or yeah, a truck or a lorry, or a bus has all got the same horn. Which I find rather daft, but whatever. Hey ho. Right, we're there. Yes. Yes, we're here. So I can just do that. Only thing is it gives you like a little boost. Hey, flipped a car on its side, nice. I'd like that car if possible. Gimme, 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 gimme. Run round the boss, damn it. Okay. Oh, there was another one, but that's a kick in the teeth. Nice, okay. Not quite, but yeah. Almost. Actually, yeah, we could get away with that. Also, welcome back. Yeah, so we've got a few goons chasing us from Jericho, I think it is. Or Vasquez, I can't remember which one. And they are stubborn. Literally. And the award for dumbest AI goes to Driver 2. Say that, these guys ain't quitting anytime soon. GoldenEye is pretty bad, to be fair. I can't believe how, like, what is it? How optimized that game has become over the last I don't know how many years. Because now it's like some guy that's. I remember hearing about a story to do with one guy that ran. He ran GoldenEye, and he had a run that good. It was like, oh my god, you're not gonna believe how good I did at the time. Turns out it wasn't actually possible to achieve the time. So he'd actually like tasked it or something, and sent in saying it was actually him that had got it. So they ended up obviously rejecting his run, but he nearly got away with it. It's like that. What was that lad called? He's like he was your idol until he got exposed. The speedrunner guy. What's he called? The guy who had the Donkey Kong record, whatever he's called.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Billy Mitchell. That's it.
Yeah,
Mr. Mitchell.
yeah. He
Him. Looks like he's high on crack. Half the time. I gotta admit, he's got a look. He's like, "Hey man, how's it going?"
yeah,
It's that look. Unfortunately, does look
like
a bit.
Peter Dinklage's big brother.
Yeah, that's it. There's another guy as well, wasn't there, that got caught? Wasn't just there's Billy Mitchell and somebody else. Somebody else got brought out shortly after. It was like, oh, he's been exposed. 'Cause he had a record like how Billy Mitchell had one. Yeah, that was it. Was that Billy Mitchell? Todd Rogers, that's the guy. Yeah, basically conspiracy against each other. I think of it, you're right on that one. I was going to say using the splitter thing, but then that doesn't really have any effect. That's what I was actually thinking of first. I was like, does he mean the splitter? But no, yeah, the hands make sense.
Oh, using the time machine. You're supposed to count with you, right? So
1, 2, 3. Oh my god, that'd be awful.
1, 2, 1, 4, 3. Let's just put it.
Pardon me. Nice try. Nice, that was a pretty good stop. Also, I activated the door from miles away. How? Because game logic. Also, just one cop car sat in the garage and will happily let us take it. How nice. I think Brazil's got to have the worst sounding siren. I don't mind Chicago's or Havana's. Actually, Havana's is a bit annoying as well. But then this sounds like it's half dying. It's even worse if you have two of them. Ooh, like something for Amnesia. Just have that in the background. Ooh. Nintendo? No, I haven't. Oh, good. That's good. I like that. Please don't. You didn't come up with that on the spot, did you? No, good. I didn't think so. Phew. Oh my god, police, no. You're wrecking your own car. Stop it. Right, no, this way. At least you're admitting that. I wouldn't be admitting that. So just to make sure I'm going the right way. Yes, follow that to the end. Yeah, that's fine. They ran out of ideas, they went back to the PlayStation 1 era. Sounds better when the cops died out as well. Whoa, no, I went too far then. Wrong way. Forgot if I went that way, it would have took me onto a little island. Glad I not went that way. Claude Speed? Yeah, that's the character out of GTA 3. What's like Tanner from Driver? What the? Yeah, that's this. They always do that. I just get bored, so start doing that. Right. Let me check the map again. Straight on. Phew. Okie doke. Should be alright here.
It's a person.
There's somebody at the door.
Yeah.
Remember, I used to watch Blue's Clues, and it's like, we just got a letter. Let's see who it's from. Do 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 do.
You got like a beach club, but you want to like a really like funky sound.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Funny thing is, I think it was Lee Evans. He said, you know, if a fire alarm went off in HMV, everyone will think it's part of the music, like woo woo, techno, woo woo. Funny thing is, he says, he's like, I'm sure I'm turning into me dad, me. He's like, because every time I go in HMV, I want to turn everything down. It's like, we don't need this dead loud, do we? We don't need that on. Right. Please don't be a cop at the end. Is chat saying anything, by the way? Just out of curiosity. Yeah. Yeah, it keeps joining the wires together. It's true. Nice. Okay, cool. And God, I'm gonna die on the couch today. I just got up. Right. Okay. So funny thing is, we just spent the last 3.5 minutes stealing that cop car, and now you're gonna get to see what it gets used for. There we go. Ready? Here we go. This is what a cop car. You just stole it for 3.5 minutes ago. This is what it gets used for. And that's it. Yeah, such a big payoff. Basically bought it for 2 minutes. If that. Use it for like 10 seconds. Right, and we're not using that car again. Funny thing is, I remember somebody did that. I don't remember who it was, but somebody was like, we're using the car and we're not using it. Best thing was, there was a guy who was like, he stressed out at using, cause yeah, he did the steal the cop car mission, he just couldn't get past it. And then when he did get past it, he did this mission and he went, really? That's all I needed the car for? I could have just done it with my eyes shut. It's like, yeah. The best thing was just this reaction. He's like, really? Oh, I stole that car. It took me nearly an hour to steal the car, and it uses it for 10 seconds. Are you kidding me? You only need the cop car so you can get the limo. Otherwise, this guy ain't stopping. Unfortunately, you have to. I got lucky there that he didn't actually drive off, as in drive off without me, because I think if you touch the back of his car, if you ram into his car slightly, he actually gets spooked and drives off. Oh, wherever, it doesn't matter where it is. Wherever you touch it, it gets spooked. Like a person. Ooh. Anyway. Pretty much. We don't follow rules. There we go. Also, if anyone can speak Portuguese or can translate Portuguese, now would be a perfectly good time to listen. Not now, but in a second. Because he talks in Portuguese. I don't... Well, let's see who can make it out and if you can translate it. Here we go. Ready? There we go. See if anyone can translate this. to wait till he gets to the front porch. Eventually, 2,000 years later, there we go.
O dinheiro vai para Palavra, hein? Onde está o Henrique? O que está acontecendo? Venha cá. É o motorista do Caio.
There you go. That's all the Portuguese you get. Is that actually what it translated to? How's your uncle? And just lets you draw as well. God. Damn. Oh my god. Frame rate, please. Oh, second, I'm going in this camera view. This will speed it up for sure. What's the next one? One of them's save Jones, one of them is getting Jones, race to Jones, get to Jones. I think we've got to save Jones next, or is it the boat jump? I don't know. Boat jump? Oh, I hope it's boat jump. I actually forgot what order the mission's going now for this. Actually, no idea. I think boat jump's next, and boat jump's alright. It's not too difficult. Is there anybody on time? Or what time are we up to? What time are we up to on this? 1:58. Ooh. 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 Blame Ross. Blame Ross. On strike. Oh yeah. Yeah. Still managed to get the AV media working, thankfully. So I think the next one is boat jump. Then we've got a save Jones, I think. There's something else, I think. I'm not sure which. I might save Jones first.
The mechanic's calling on Jones. He's on his way. Where?
Oh.
Check the green sedan heading out.
No, we've got to save him first, then we get the C4 thing. Boat. Right, so there is like a strategy to this. It's not much of one, but it's the only one I've got. Basically just push the guy into the sea and instantly wrecks him. I don't know. Just never shows it. Tanner's not disabled, I know that. He is in Brazil, so that's a possibility. Oh, I thought half the food wasn't. Some food isn't cooked.
You try to get every country in the world?
No. I haven't touched New Zealand or Australia yet. You actually, who went with the New Zealand, not New Zealand, the Australia joke? Oh, we need to turn it upside down. Is that you? Yeah. So, forgetting that. No, I don't know. Like, isn't no, what was it? It's not food. It's the political side of things. Anyway, chat must be going nuts right now. God. Yeah, they know it's me. Nice. Okay, dude, you stay there. No, you stay there. No, he's getting away. Get him! Get him! Go, go, go! Push him into the water. Oh, he's going in the water. Yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no. You stay there. Oh, nearly. That's the sea. There's some over there as well. If I can get him in it, that would be amazing. Just so that it wrecks him instantly. I'm coming, Jones. I'm coming. No, that's who's in the green car. Partner's in the green car. He's been kidnapped. So that's why I'm saying, like, Jones, I'm coming, Jones, I'm coming. I don't know, you just have to wreck the car. Oh, wow. Oh, no, I helped him out. Yay! He's stuck. Wow. This is going to be great. I can just ram against the wall. It's going to be... That's probably the easiest Save Jones one I've ever had. I'll take that. It's
Well
fine.
done, you stopped the hitman.
Yeah, I know, even though the car's on fire. Okay, so the next one is boat jump. Boat jump is relatively easy. I would say it's one of my favourite missions in Rio. I actually have a favourite mission in Rio, that's a shock horror. Boat jump. We basically got to get from this little island to the boat, plant a load of C4 and jump off the boat. Nice and easy. It was on about blowing up old GTXs, I think.
The Amazon X series was just C4, so
I see 4. No, I see more than 4. I see 5. Like, I actually think Citroen made a really bad mistake when they named their car the C4. It's like they want it to explode.
yeah, but you couldn't put C3 because it looked like something else.
Yeah. True.
Every time I see the C3 on the car, I just like, oh, look, they put that.
Oh god, that siren is annoying.
That would go into more detail, but it has to watch.
Well, the Saxo's not too bad. Although, it's a lot better in games than it is in real life, thankfully. Funny thing is, there's a game I was thinking of actually submitting for UKSG, but I'm glad I didn't. It's kind of bad on my behalf, I find it awful. No. V-Rally 2 for PS1. Like, the cars in it are okay. Actually, no, to be fair, no. Sorry, no, V-Rally for PS1, not V-Rally 2. V-Rally 2 had pretty good handling, and graphics looked okay. V-Rally 1, no. Funnily enough, I downloaded that the other day and played it, and I was like, this game's hard. Even, like, with really good driving, it's hard. Somehow. Well, I thought racing games were supposed to be easy, even if you pick the easiest difficulty. Well, mind you, Driver did it, so... Yeah.
Can we go from Mario Kart 8 to Mario Kart 64?
Oh, Christ. About Mario Kart DS. About that difficulty. Or is there not no difficulty with that one?
No, I haven't played it.
I've not got it. I remember. Funny thing is, I remember there's a little like fun story I had behind Mario Kart DS. I think I was in, I don't know what year I was in, year 7 I think, first year of high school. It's like, oh, we're gonna go. You had like an enrichment week, and I went to France for a week. Yeah, that's not really much for enrichment, but went to France for a week. And on the way there on the coach, because it was a long coach ride. Basically, I think a load of us took our Nintendo DSs, and somebody had a copy of Mario Kart DS. So all 8 of us on the coach were playing Mario Kart DS. It's like, I don't know, 50 kids on this bus, and 8 of us were playing Mario Kart. And everyone's like, oh, I want to play. And somebody else like, it's alright, I've got a DS, I've got the game. So we ended up having like these little mini tournaments going on. So we had like, right, you go on that one, and you play against him, right, and you play against these guys on that one. out with this ship if I don't hurry up. Now we just get to watch it blow up. The ship's just going like that. She's going.
Well done, you killed something. There was a dog on that ship.
How do you feel?
Yeah,
Not, it's one dog. We've got plenty more. It'll live.
it was a puppy.
Oh, now I feel bad. I didn't feel bad when you said dog, but when you said puppy, I was like, oh.
Samuel L. Pickett. And it has 5 days to return.
So this one actually leads us. We've now got 4 missions left in the game. So there's this one, which is get to Jones, which is sort of difficult when it wants to be. But I think we should be able to get there with no problems. The other missions after this, we've got the worst mission in Rio, which is chase the gunman. Then we've just got to get to Jericho, well, get to Lenny, and then from Lenny we just got to get to the end, and then that's the end of the game. So yes, 4 missions left, including this one. Then we're done. Surprisingly, this run's gone okay, so I'm happy. Says that, and he crashes. Wow, okay, I've just done Austin Powers. Oh, thank you. Phew. I got the car firmly stuck in the middle. I don't even know how I pulled that off. At least the cop managed to push me out. That's nice of him. Not really. No, I was trying to go like through the trees and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did that deliberately. Yeah, new strats. Just making them up as I go along. As I do all the time. It's like completely, and still somehow turns it around. Copper! Where are you gonna go? Ha! Dumb idiot. Give him the dummy. Nice. Funny thing is, honking your horn doesn't do anything. The AI is stubborn. So they'll just go, I'm not moving. Even if you've got a police sign, you're going, woo! Like that. Look at him, nobody moves. Oh, you're a cop, I don't care. I somehow confused the AI there, I think. Lovely. I seriously need to put my foot down here. Yeah, that's true. I think chase the hitman would be worse with a police car. I don't know though. Never tried it. Right, he's not moving from there. Please. Okay, get off at the next junction. Best thing about this highway is that it's full of traffic, so he'll hit all cops as long as you can outmaneuver him. It's fine. This mission actually used to give me a lot of trouble years ago. Thankfully it doesn't anymore. Much. It used to. Go, go, go. 15 seconds. Come on, go, go, go. Get there, get there. Come on. Oh, thank God. Yeah. 7 seconds to spare, that's fine. Now comes one of the worst missions in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chase the Gunman. One of the worst missions ever made for Driver 2. Probably closely followed by the last mission in the game. You know it's bad when a mission like this is worse than the final mission. Now, I'm praying I get good RNG, but it's probably going to go terrible. Also, what time are we at currently? Oh, that's brilliant. Perfect. Could have this done faster. Expected. Okay, right. So I've got to get in front of him. That's the plan at least. Where is he? Come on. Go faster! Sort of, yeah. Right. We might be able to do this first try. I've gone from like having no confidence to loads in an instant. It's not a good thing though. Hey! First time! That's pretty good. That's actually really, really convenient. So it is better on a PS2. Or PS1. Actual playing it, not using a 360 controller to play the game. What a difference that makes.
Are you talking about emulation?
Yes, I am. I know you don't like it, sorry.
Kane, it's Tanner. They're moving Lenny in a chopper from the fort. It's our last chance, Kane. I'm heading out.
Take some backup.
I can handle it.
Take some backup. Pick up Jericho at Lorenhara.
I play this game way too much, didn't know half the lines in it. Take some backup, pick up Jericho at Lorenhara. Okay, so this one's fairly easy, thankfully. We've gone from one of the toughest missions in the game to an easy one. This one will take like 2, maybe 3 minutes to do, and then chasing Pink Lenny will probably take like 2 minutes. So we could be done within the next 5 to 6 minutes, possibly. I don't want to jinx it, but we could be. Also, that annoying siren is back. Whack, whack, whack. Oh yeah, whose runs next? Not even asked. Is that yours? Are you all ready to go? Oh gee, where did he come from? Jesus. Who put that there? Can I? Oh no. Don't troll me. Please don't. Slower frame rate just makes everything worse. It's like, it's gonna happen, but in a couple of frames. It's like, no, you just delaying the inevitable, come on. Yes, please. Please do. I've already saved, I think I've saved like 5 minutes on my PB just from not dying or losing. Oh wow. I've got box yourself in, literally. Okay. Let's see. So this is Jericho's car, and it's horrible to drive. The worst thing is we've got to drive this twice. So we're going to drive it now, and we're going to drive it afterwards as well in the next mission, which, like I said, is the last. I think I know which way the helicopter goes. I'm hoping I remember the route that it takes. If I do, perfect. I just have to pray that enemy RNG is good. Which it should be. And as any chat said anything, that's always help. Funnily enough, we are the police, but yet the police don't help you on this game at all. In fact, they all hate you. But then they don't know you're undercover, that's the thing. Ironically, at the end of the first driver game, I'll quickly just mention, at the end of the first driver game, because you go undercover in the first game, like you do in this one. But in the first game, you get offered your badge. So your main, should we say, chief, he's like, take your badge back, Tanner. He just walks off. He just goes, Tanner, get back here and you pick up this badge. He's like, Tanner, this is your last chance, Tanner. He just doesn't care. He just walks off. He's like, ah, doing all that. It's funny. Doesn't actually do any of that, but he just walks off. And he's like, Tanner, get back here. Just ignores him. It's like that meme, innit? You're not my dad. Oh dear. If you were my real mum, I would have come out. I would have known what my real mum looks like. Let's see. Right. And hey, goal for Brazil. Might as well. The football's on in it, so I might as well just like, have a football thing in there somewhere. You got. I don't, not on right now, but it's on in it for next month or so. Yeah, tell me about it. Sorry to any football fans, by the way. We're kind of dissing the sport here, but yeah, I'm not a fan of football at all. All the lads that work for my dad's place are all football guys as well, so it's even worse. I'm sat there and they're going, City! You know, I'm like, oh, shut up, please. Yeah. I do, I tell them to support United instead. The funny thing is, it's like 28 against 4 with my dad's workplace, because 4 of the lads support Manchester City and the other 28 lads support United. So it's like 20 against 4. It's funny. Because they're all going, every time City wins the match, they all come in the next day, all going, yeah, City! And they're all going, you're up against 28 United fans in here, you're going to get knocked out, you lot can tell. Okay, so, this is the last mission in the game, so I will let you know when time is. We might have to have a restart on this. Maybe a couple of restarts on the mission. Hopefully we don't, and we get this first try. But this is the last mission. Like I said, I'll just say time when it is. Okay, so during this mission, what actually really doesn't help is you have these bad guys chasing you, which are Lenny's goons. And they're not very friendly. In fact, they're idiots. I don't like them. Personally, I hate them. And the worst thing about all this, you can't get in front of the helicopter by too much. Because if you lose him, that's game over. So I actually have to wait for the helicopter. So I'm gonna just quickly do that one. Right, that should have helped. No, it didn't help. Okay, right. All we've got to do now is hopefully try and lose the AI. You can, but unfortunately there's this system in place where it's like they're protected by God. So if you try and run somebody over, they immediately get shoved to the side. It's one of them sort of things. Because it's funny, they do the same ironically, in Driver San Francisco. And they said once again, it's like they're being protected by God. Also, synchronized turning from the AI there. That was beautiful, perfect harmony. Yeah, so they get shoved out of the way like they're protected by God. No blood and guts splatting all over the place. Nah, in GTA you could run people over, couldn't you? Thankfully. Your needs and desire. Pretty sure, right, that's realistic. So, originally, you would have thought, if, and only if you actually ran a load of people over there, that would have been completely different. Like, I'm sorry, but blades go through a car, they don't just disappear. Well, the thing is, if a helicopter comes at you spinning its blades, chances are it would literally obliterate you.
We don't know until we actually test this theory out.
And time. What was the time? That's new world record as well. Woo! I'm pretty impressed with that actually. Didn't expect to do that, but I guess I should start doing runs at 7 in the morning from now on for this game.
Seems everyone wants you.
There we go. This is the end of it.
Rio PD, me. Personally, I don't care what you know.
Might as well watch the end. We've got time.
You're not gonna shoot that.
I am. I'm gonna...
That punch animation. Just literally boom. Hang on, wait. It's still going. There we go. This is the end of it. Proper end of it.
It's cool
There's your chief.
here and in Vegas. Vasquez's outfit's leaving. I'm starting to recognize the place again. What about Kane? Where's this leave Kane and Vasquez? Back where they were before. What do you mean where they were before? What else is between them apart from Lenny? Took a long time to figure that out.
Funny thing is, I still haven't figured that out. He says it took a long time to figure that out, but even I don't know what's between him and Vasquez. And for the last part of it, we've got this part, which is to do with when they meet between these two. I think I can skip this. Yes. No, they shake hands. Oh, I skipped the actual bit at the ending, but right at the end, they have Tanner drives off, and as he drives past a street in Chicago, I think it is, he drives past this one street and there's a car sat down it. The moment he drives past, this car starts up and sets off after him, and then the cutscene just fades. It's like, ooh, yeah, spooky. That's it. That's everything. But yeah, 221. GG. Jesus Christ.
Wow, that pulled it off.
Congratulations on the world record there, BPG. Woo! Great run of Driver 2. Up next, we've got Battle Block Theatre, any percent no level skips weaponless by the Mibulus. There's still the bidding war is still open for that. So if you want the Spooky Onion head, the Davy Crockett head, the Chicken head, or Paul's head, remember to get those donations in, and you can be a reality.